community. So I'm not complaining, but I can.
They're testing, and you're feeling a little sick.
That's right. I can tell you, I had my nose cauterized in East Palestine. I volunteer to do this and go in and help communities, so I'm not complaining. But I can really tell when there's something without my testing results. And something was just 48 hours ago. There were people coughing up blood, passing out, and I was, around the perimeter, and the people around me, we all had intense headaches, and I got a sore throat. So I really feel for these people. Fortunately for me, I'm back where I live and have relatively fresh air. But these people that are continuing to be inundated by the ongoing plume, I really feel for them.
So I'm not going to speculate, but there's been chlorine gas in the air for now over a week. Let me bring in the residents too, because I want to weave in everybody's stories with your experience down there, Scott. So Colin, you could just bring them in all at once. So we have Madeline, you're down there in Conyers. Shayna, I believe you live like 0.3 miles away.
Yes.
And I don't know if I'm going to pronounce your name correctly. Is it Fatty?
Fatty the Street is the whole, but it's
Got
Fatty,
it.
yeah.
So I'm going to go by just proximity. Shayna, tell me, when did you first know this was going on? You got dogs, you got kids, I believe?
Yes.
And what's been going on with your symptoms?
We took my little dog to the vet today, and she has bronchitis. And we've been getting the headaches. And when it first happened, we were home, and we were supposed to be evacuated, but nobody ever came and evacuated us. Because we're on Leicester Road, where they were actually talking about on their first news feed saying that they evacuated Leicester Road, but we were never evacuated. My stepmother and a friend seen the evacuation online and called me and woke me up. And we ended up having to rush out of the house. And we didn't know exactly what was going on, so we covered the dogs up and put them in their cage. And then came back just a couple hours later, kind of broke in and got our dogs back and took them to safety with us.
And is that common for your dog to have bronchitis, or this is something?
She's never had it before.
And what about your kids?
I got lucky, really lucky, that my son was at his friend's house when all of this happened, because he has asthma. And when he came back, we ended up in Butts County because we were evacuated and couldn't come home. So we were further enough away where he was good, but he started getting headaches today.
We know in East Palestine.
Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, name of His only begotten Son, name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopefully scattered abroad. It's going to be a quick one, just an update. I just saw this, just a couple minutes ago, actually. But the people that are in Georgia, after that Biolab exploded a few weeks ago, they're coughing up blood. All right. She said her dog has bronchitis now, meaning these people are breathing in, and the animals in that area are breathing in toxic chemicals. All right. And that just goes to show you this devil is not playing, man. I just saw a video where the governor of North Carolina is saying how they're not going to be building back better, how they're pretty much going to, they're taking that land. It's a land grab, man. All right. Same thing in Georgia, and all these other states. And then the guy said, I'm trying to do a separate video on that. He said how that was a 1 in 1,000-year storm that came through North Carolina. Helene and Milton, all these storms are 1 in 1,000-year storms. And he's saying, but there's going to be more. All right. So they're planning on doing more of this, man. They're going to send out more storms, tornadoes, earthquakes, whatever they can do, biolab explosions to get that land. So let me grab a precept real quick. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And them devising iniquity, which is them devising these wicked, evil plans to take lands, okay, to take people's lands, to take people's houses, and they got many evil, wicked ways to do it, and we're seeing that right now. This is unprecedented. These things happening back to back like this in such a fast manner, And every day is something else, man. You really cannot sleep, because every day, it's just, just from the past hour, I've seen so much stuff, concerning what's going on. Now you got a FEMA camp over there in North Carolina. Okay, they put up a pop-up FEMA camp with armed guards. So we in this time, all right? The Lord's warned us about this time that we're coming into. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. You see? They take them by violence, and this is why you got people coughing up blood. This is why you got people getting bronchitis and stuff, and having all type of issues in these particular lands, because this was done on purpose. Over there in North Carolina, hey man, if you haven't noticed, which even after the storm that came, it's getting cold. So what's going to happen in places where it snows? So I'm grateful to be in Florida. But I wouldn't be surprised if it snows in Florida, this year. But if you live where it snows, man, hey, be careful. They're talking about, it's getting cold out there. They had a little bit of snow the other day, not like a crazy amount of snow, but they were seeing, ice falling from the sky, which means that you got people that's sitting on their land camping out, which I'll go into that all another time. But this just goes to show you what this man is doing. All right, he's going to get you off that land. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right. So these devils are serious, man. They're not playing. It says public safety alert, Georgia Emergency Management Agency, Homeland Security Agency, on behalf of the Environmental Protection Division, local area emergency due to Rockdale County Biolab fire. And I went into this a few weeks ago. All right, I did a video on it. You see those smokes right there. You look at that smoke, man. All right, that smoke was in the air. And one thing about smoke, and that's from the, the destruction in North Carolina. But one thing about, smoke is that once it goes up, it has to settle. So all this toxic smoke that went in the air, I believe it was a chlorine plant. All this toxic smoke that went up in the air, it had to come back down. So it came down on your food, your water, your animals, your pets, and your houses. People breathing that stuff in. All right, so these devils, man, the prophets ain't been out here telling you this for nothing, man. They're about to go buck wild and start really acting out. All right, don't be surprised. All right, let me see. The EPA is monitoring air quality for chlorine and related compounds. Chemical levels are unlikely to cause harm to most people, right? And they'll tell you that, but the whole time people over there coughing up blood, which I'll show you some more. I'm gonna put this in the I'll probably have to put this in the what is it? I'll probably put this in the description box or the comments. So lock here for the ads or the comments. But this right here,
we can
we
show
in this
that
time, man. This Jake woman right here, she's gonna start coughing and stuff. So 9 out of 10, she's having pain in her chest. She's coughing. All right, and this is happening 2 weeks or however long after this situation happened. Imagine in a month. Imagine in a year. If we're still here for that long. So these things are going to speed up as well. All right, these things are going to speed up as well. Things are going to get more violent. More stories are going to come out. All right, let me grab this right here too. Because this is why we trust in YAHAWASHI and been serving YAHAWASHI. If you made it this far, and you in this truth serving YAHAWASHI, then you good, man. You good. The Lord gonna protect you and your family. But everybody else, they gonna be pretty much left in the hands of this devil. All right. It says Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like swords and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And this is what they're doing. They're pretty much taking shots at us, man, which we're really all the people. But their main focus and goal is to get Jake, you know, and most importantly, the elect of Israel. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. These devils, let me go back up. Salakia. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? So they're laying snares, traps. All right. You could be, you know, a biolab near homes. That's fucking ridiculous. But the fact that that thing can explode and now you're breathing in toxic plumes of smoke, man, that's ridiculous. But this is the time that we're in. All right. You got something called acid rain when chemicals go into the air and then it rains back down. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So they got their minds is deep towards this, man. You know, they think of some cunningly devised plans to start destroying you, and you won't see it coming if the Lord ain't on your side. Them people was just living in their home, thinking it was all cool. Then one day an explosion came, and that happened right when that damn hurricane came to North Carolina. So this man is moving. He ain't playing no more. Like I said, they got FEMA camps in North Carolina right now, and it's gonna get cold. People gonna start going up there. They're gonna tell you, hey, to go in here, you're gonna have to get a karagma. And they said, which I'm gonna go into it a little later, but they said how there's only one way in and one way out. Okay, boy, you can't say you wasn't warned. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Because people, now their own people are exposing them. All right. They're being exposed by their own people, whistleblowers. All right. Doctors. This guy saying that he was there. Scientists. Let's play some more.
So when you were there, they gave you an inhaler?
So they gave me a they gave me a steroid shot in the arm, and an X-ray. So I got an X-ray before the breathing machine. The doctor being afraid, and
so I'm gonna put this back. I gotta get back to work. So yeah, man. I'm not sure what else they said. But just by from what I seen, that was enough, man. These devils is not playing. They're about to really start showing out, you know, doing what devils do. All right, so stay prayed up, you know, seek YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, because these days we in right now, man, this man is about to wild out. Sorry for all the noise. This man is about to wild out. He's about to really, you know, show him, you know, he's about to show that demonic side. All right, so, hey, like I said, stay alert. You know, get on your watchtowers, brothers, Akim. You know, and hey, it's time to report on this shit, man. You see these things happening, it's time to report on these. And ain't no reason why you got no topic for a video. A lot of shit going on. Shalom.